Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nastaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, Chapter 11, text number 31. Tavat Tribhuvanam Sadhya Tavat Tribhuvanam Sadhya Kalpante Sindavaha Kalpante Sindavaha Plavayanti Utkatottapa Plavayanti Utkataptopa Chandavate-ritormaya Chandavate-ritormaya Tavat-tribhuvanam sadhya Kalpante-sindavaha Plavayanti utkatottapa Chandavate-ritormaya Tavat-tribhuvanam sadhya Kalpa anta edita sindavaha Vayanti indate gupta Tavat. Then Tribhuvanam, all the three worlds. Sadhyaha, immediately after. Kalpa anta, at the beginning of the devastation. Iditha, inflated. Sindavaha, all the oceans. Plavayanti, inundate. Utkata, violent. Atopa, agitation. Chanda, hurricane. Vata, by winds. Irita, blown. Urmayaha, waves. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. At the beginning of the devastation of all the seas overflow and hurricane winds blow very violently. Thus the waves of the seas become ferocious, and in no time at all the three worlds are full of water. Purport. It is said that the blazing fire from the mouth of Shankarshana rages for 100 years of the demigods, or 36,000 human years. Then for another 36,000 years there are torrents of rain, accompanied by violent winds and waves, and the seas and oceans overflow. These reactions of 72,000 years are the beginning of the partial devastation of three worlds. People forget all this devastation of the worlds and think themselves happy in the material progress of civilization. This is called Maya, or that which is not. Thus ends the Bhakti Vedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Balaram ki Jai. Please repeat the translation. At the beginning of the devastation, all the seas overflow and hurricane winds blow very violently. Thus the waves of the seas become ferocious, and in no time all the three worlds are full of water. So this is the description of the partial devastation that happens once in a day of Brahma. Now, Purport Prabhupada says that the blazing fire from the mouth of Sankarsana rages for 100 years of demigods, 36,000 human years. Then another 36,000 years of rain. Now where is all these things we see? We know neither our history records it, nor anybody has seen this, because the time scale is so big. Anybody can see it. Everybody has, many have seen it. The great rishis have seen it. The rishis are Trikalagnis, present, past and future. The people who are writing this, Vyasadeva, they have seen it by their special eyes to see the past. So, our knowledge is so conditioned that we only know of what we have learnt in our schools. We have been taught history in our schools. At the most, few 100 years of history. Even 1,000 years history you don't have. Now we are talking about other yugas. Even 5,000 years back, Kali Yuga began. Even that 5,000 years history we do not have. So for us to think that we know what is what, therefore all these things, where is this Brahma, where is this dissolution, where is this 36,000 years, 72,000 years, nothing, doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to our measuring mind. Measuring mind cannot understand all these things. Only a faithful mind can understand all this. This is called the descending process of knowledge. Knowledge is so vast. Knowledge is about the present, knowledge is about the future, knowledge is about the past, knowledge is about the eternal world. So knowledge is so vast, and in our lifespan, our brain can, when we were kids, we learned something, and then after that, something is in our head, we see something, we observe something. That's all our individual knowledge is, ascending process of knowledge. That ascending process of knowledge is not the knowledge to reach God, is not the knowledge to understand the real purpose of life. That ascending process of knowledge has its own value. Man has to exist. From his senses he gets knowledge. So ascending process, the knowledge of ascending process is useful for man, but not useful for telling what the absolute truth is. Just like if you see modern science, ascending process of knowledge, you cannot say it is useless. It has its limited use. Technology, science, technology. Because of science and technology, ascending process of knowledge, this microphone they have discovered, we are able to talk, electricity is discovered. Is it not? That is also coming from, the Lord as Paramatma is seated in the heart, and smata smriti jnanam apohanam cha. The scientists are discovering all these things. So ascending process of knowledge is a wrong measuring stick to measure what is Param Satya. That is the point. We are not saying it is not useless. It is useful. But that ascending process of knowledge is something that is directly perceivable. Somebody feels here an apple fell, he analyzes what it is, gravitational law. That's fine, perfect. But that cannot explain, as Prabhupada says here, who is producing this gravity. Gravitation law works like this. Why it works like this? Why it did not work in some other way? Somebody has decided. Somebody has created that law. Somebody has created these huge planets are floating. There is a creator. So, the question of either modern science, modern history, or modern man telling us what is absolute truth is out of question. So therefore we don't, as far as understanding what is truth, we don't want them to tell us. Every other day they keep changing. They say man is so many million years, mankind is so many million years old. Suddenly they find one more fossil, they push it double that million years. Again they'll find another fossil. So it goes on like that. Man's history is dependent upon what he discovers. Oh, now another million years we have found another human skeleton. But our Shastras are saying always all the species existed. 84 lakh species existed. Out of 84 lakh species, 4 lakh human species existed. So this Brahma's time scale, this bigger time scale, these things are, even common sense you can understand. Prabhupada gives example how mosquitoes or ants, they take birth, they grow, they experience growing up, then they maintain themselves, then there is reproduction, then there is dwindling, old age, and they die. An ant goes through all this process in a very small time, let's say 5 days. A human being goes through all this for 100 years. A mosquito maybe in 2 days. So suppose we were in a community of mosquitoes and somebody gives a lecture there. One mosquito is giving lecture to the other mosquito. And let's say there is a Bhagavatam there, descending process of man. That mosquito will say, every 6 months, rains will come and there will be devastation of our holes in the earth. There will be devastation. And every 6 months. So all the other ants will say, "Arey, what are you talking? Nobody is disturbing me." Why? Because he lives only 2 days. So that house that he made, the ant hill he made, it is staying. Maybe it will stay for 6 months of our time. When the next rainy season comes, that ant hill is melted. But each ant is only living for 2 days. So in that ant community, when somebody speaks Bhagavatam and says, the ant will be dissolved and once it's, because rain, there's bigger loss happening. Rain comes every 6 months. Rain comes, it will devastate. And then again, creation will begin. Then the ant, "Hey, what is all this? We don't see at all my house is safe. My anthill is safe. I don't see anything happening." Because he is born and he is dying. His 100 years is 2 days of ours. When an intelligent ant will take over, descending process of knowledge. Yes, perfect knowledge is there. How much I can see? I can see only my 100 years. Human beings can see with their history 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 years, that's all. And they think that is it. If I cannot understand anything within it, it cannot exist. What is this Brahma you are talking about? What is this Brahma's dissolution? What is Brahma's creation? These are all katha, these are all stories. Just like that ant will say, these are all stories. Nothing is happening to my anthill. Not only to me, I have recorded my great ancestors and great ancestors, at least 5 ancestors, they have lived in this and they have not told anything, they have not experienced anything like this. My 10 ancestors, they have all recorded things, nothing happened. Like that is human beings. When it comes to demigods will be thinking of us like that. The demigod will be thinking of human being as being so limited in their thinking. We are thinking one day a year we are celebrating Ganesh Chaturthi. What is Ganesh thinking? Demigod, Ganesh. Every day is getting puja. Our 1 year is 1 day for him. So Ganesh is happy, daily puja ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. In particular day is there, so okay, ವರ್ಷ puja ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. In this day, at particular time, suppose you are in your day, particular time, at 8 o'clock, lot of people come together and do puja for you. Right? And rest of the day, no puja. You go away. In the same way, we also, on a particular day in the year, Ganesha Chaturthi day, everybody comes together, does puja for Ganesha. Ganesha is happy. Okay, every day time aa gaya, my puja is there. It's all relative. So these scientists they do not know even have an idea of what is relativity of time. Even if they discover the relativity of time, physical time, they won't believe all these things. Already today science has come to that level of relativity of time. And scientists cannot explain or understand that. But it is a fact that there is a relativity of time. Even according to their own theories, they call that as a twin paradox. Suppose there are a pair of twins, okay? You put one twin in a rocket. One twin will stay here. Other twin will be sent on one tour. But he will travel almost at the speed of near to light speed. Near to the speed of light. And then he will go and he'll come back. Every day that twin in the rocket is changing his calendar. Okay, 1 day over, 2 day over. So according to the twin in that rocket, after 6 months he is coming back. 6 months ho gaya, he came back. When he comes here, he sees the whole world has changed. Where is my brother? My brother is not there. He's gone. Now he has gone, or let us say, example you say, in 6 months he came back. He was 6 months older, right? He comes back, then he sees his brother, twin brother, already 100 years old. Here 100 years have passed. Here 100 years have passed. There in the rocket, only 6 months have passed. It all, whether 6 months or 6.5 months or 4 months or 2 months, depends on the speed of the rocket. Because we are all managing small speeds, we don't see the difference in time. But if you go at the speed of light, the clock will also slow down, all the processes will slow down, all the atomic processes, everything is aging will slow down, everything will slow down. This is a fact according to physics today. It's called this twin paradox. Of course, nobody can experiment. You cannot even go at 1/10 the speed of light. The speed of light is 3 into 10 raised to 8 kilometers, 8 or 10 kilometers. So fast. Even 1/10 you cannot do. At 1/10 also, in 1/10 you can make out. But at least it should be 1/10. Just if you 1/1000th of the speed of light, you cannot make out that difference in time. So our speeds are all like that. That is why we don't see difference in. For instance, if I am standing and identical watch is given to a person, you get into a vehicle, then you go and come at 50 kilometers per hour. Theoretically, according to science, some difference will be there in his watch. But you cannot make out. Resolution is not there. Our senses have no resolution. You cannot make out. Our instruments have no resolution. That is why they say it is visible they can actually measure. They can calculate the time according to speed of light. There is a formula. So the twin in that rocket, he experienced aging was slow, aging has slowed down, everything has slowed down. This is not a theory, huh? This is a fact. These are all verified things. Physical law, just like law of gravitation, scientists advanced to that level. The relativity of time is established fact. So when that is now if you tell now these things to somebody, you also think, oh, this is all not science. But today it is science. It is a fact. So why this cannot be a science? Our 1 year is 1 day for demigods. Why it cannot be science? Hundred years of Brahma is 1000 Mahakalpas. Or 1 day. 1 day. 1 day of Brahma is 1000 Mahakalpas. One Mahakalpa is in billions and billions of years. 4,32,000 into 10. 4 yugas. So this is all absolute truth. Anyway, what is the benefit of all this truth for me? Just like what is the benefit of this truth? That the ant will melt once in 6 months. When the ant knows I will live only 2 days, हमको क्या फायदा है? ये सब ज्ञान. It is to realize that you don't belong to this time. These are all temporary. Entire creation, even though it's so long compared to human being, it's all temporary. The bodies that we take is temporary. The journey we make in life, we are so attached to our life. This is my life. Very attached to life. Life is everything for us. Life is for everybody. Life is everything. But that one life is simply a journey for him from in a body between birth and death. It's a journey, that's all. You think your journey is, suppose I sit in the train in Bangalore and I want to reach Hubli. And suppose I go into illusion. Existence means living in train. Existence means living in train. I don't know that it is for going to Hubli. I don't remember, I got in from Bangalore station, nothing. I am in the train. What will you call that person? Foolish. Is it not? In the same way, somebody thinks, life is very important for me. This train is very important for me. This train is very important for me. Everything in my life is, everything is this train. Everything is in a train. Everything is a train. All my co-passengers, they are all very important. They are my eternal relatives. When you reach Hubli, you get down. Here you voluntarily get down. There, all co-passengers, one passenger will get down at some other station, forcefully. You think his wife, children, this thing, one person will get down in different station, forcefully. And finally, you don't want to get out of your train also. You will also be forced. This is fact. This is not philosophy. Death is not philosophy. Death is a fact. So by knowledge we need to understand and ask this question, is there anything beyond this journey from birth to death, birth to death, birth to death, so many 84 lakh species, the Shastra is saying. Not only it is telling Brahma creates and all these things and destroys and all these things, it is also saying that beyond all these things, the creator of all these things is Lord Vishnu, Krishna. And because we did not want to do devotional service to Krishna, therefore we are in the situation of wanting to be independent, and an independent situation is given to us. Each one of us are actually living in the different, traveling in the train for rasa. Different kind of rasa, for pleasure, ananda. Ananda of senses, ananda of relationship, ananda of love, ananda of power, ananda of name, ananda of all these things. There are 5. How many? So many different. We got 5 different types of senses. Gross senses we have. We have mind. We have intelligence. We have false ego. Isn't it? 4. And then the soul is there. Soul and false ego are one is duplicating the other. So 4. All 4 of them, we want rasa for all 4 of them. For the body, we want rasa. What is for physical senses, rasa? Is sensation. Sensation of beautiful things, sensation of nice sound, sensation of nice taste, sensation of good sense of tactile, sense of touch, nice perfume, smell. This is pleasant. Pleasant sensation for senses he wants. That is the lowest pleasure. That is the lowest pleasure. It is lowest pleasure, therefore that pleasure is there for animals also, for humans also. Lowest pleasure. Then there is a pleasure for the mind. Pleasure for the mind is emotional pleasure. Emotional pleasure. Of course, along with all pleasure in this material world, pain is also there. You have sweet for the tongue and you are also bitter for the tongue. You have sweet things, beautiful things, you have got horrible things, ghastly things also for your eyes. Smell, nice perfume is there, and also there are other smells. You will run away. Like that, each pleasure and pain is there. Take your mind. Mind is an emotional body. Mind has got emotional pleasure and emotional pain. Somebody is kind to you, you will feel good. It is called your mind is enjoying. Just like put rasgulla, tongue is enjoying. Somebody shows kindness to you, your mind is enjoying. Somebody abuses you, your mind is pained. Somebody cares for you, your mind is pleased. Somebody ignores you, your mind is pained. Is it not? Somebody respects you, gives you respect, your mind is happy. They disrespect you, your mind is unhappy. Somebody praises you, you are happy. Somebody blames you, you are unhappy. Just like for the senses, bitter and sweet is there, like that for mind also there is bitter and sweet. What are we always seeking? We don't seek pain. We seek pleasure for 5 senses. Similarly, for the mind also, we seek pleasure, positive. You want kindness, you want care, you want affection, you want love, you want praise. These are all for the mind. Then there is a intelligence, intellectual body. Just like this gross body, there is mental body, then there is intellectual body. Intellectual body is a body of knowledge, understanding. If you understand something, oh yes, you get anand. I get that. If you don't understand something, you have so much pain. Hey, what is happening there? Nobody is telling me. Nobody informs me anything. I don't understand at all. What they are building there, nobody is telling me. I don't understand that. Banni Nilli temple hall is there. Kalyan mandap is there. Temple. This is called intellectual happiness. Guru issue. When you don't know, it is an intellectual pain. When you understand everything, it is intellectual body ke liye happiness. Knowledge, satisfying curiosity. Scientists, you see, sometimes scientists, they don't eat, they don't sleep, they are completely after how this is working, and so, got it. For that little pleasure, he will sacrifice sleeping, he will sacrifice everything. Intellectual pleasure. That is why the famous idea is there. Anybody who is intellectual means no time to shave, you will have a beard. Absent-minded professor. Professor, if somebody wants to put a cartoon of professor, he'll put on beard. Big scientist absorbed in something, thinking. Why? He is after intellectual kick. Intellectual pleasure. It's all material. You create anxiety, what, then you get an answer. Yes. You get pleasure. So now what is the next body? False ego body, ahankara body. What does ahankara want? Power rasa, lording rasa, puja, pratishta, labha. Labha means power. I have to gain power. Pratishta is what? Accumulated labha is called pratishta. Enough power you have, it is consolidated. It is consolidated in the society among everybody. मेरे को इधर नहीं निकल सकता है, मेरा पोजीशन है ये. पावर को कंसोलिडेट किया, पूजा, प्रतिष्ठा. और प्रतिष्ठा होने के बाद, आफ्टर प्रतिष्ठा व्हाट डू यू वांट? नो, पूजा, प्रतिष्ठा, लाभा, लाभा कम उल्टा, लाभा, प्रतिष्ठा, देन पूजा. I am the chief minister. तो chief minister has expectation of certain puja. ये लेवल में करो, ऐसा रेस्पेक्ट करो, प्रोटोकॉल है, ये है, वो है, पूजा. This is all food for the ahankara body. One who does not have ahankara, he don't taste all these things. He has given up the taste for all these things. Puja, pratishta, labha. So the false ego is always. Now, false ego will have, just like it has got pleasure, it will have pain also. When it loses power, phew, consolidated, stable position, nikal diya mere ko, itna saal se, how many years I am temple president? You remove me? Yeah. Isn't it? Pain. So, when we are making this journey in this body, in different bodies, what are we doing? This is a question. We are simply avoiding pain and trying to get pleasure. Kidhar jidhar milta hai, body ke liye milta hai, mind ke liye milta hai, intellect ke liye milta hai, false ego ke liye. This is our, like monkey business. All little you'll get. But our soul is meant to get pure bodily pleasure, pure mental pleasure, emotional pleasure, pure intellectual pleasure, and pure ego pleasure. One by one I'll tell you what it is. Pure sensual pleasure. The spiritual world also there is senses, sensual pleasure. Our senses are fed with prasadam from the Lord. Whether it is for the tongue, whether for anything, it is prasadam from the Lord. Perfume prasadam, tongue prasadam, All embrace prasadam. The Lord embraces the devotee. All your senses and everything is, fully enlivened. Huh? Lord gives you darshan. What is that prasadam? So you enjoy. There is enjoyment in the spiritual world. But there, the enjoyment is given as prasadam. Here, enjoyment we have to earn. Here, enjoyment we have to earn. That's called the world of karma. There, enjoyment is given. Here, you earn enjoyment. There, you serve the Lord and Lord takes care of all these things. Lord's reciprocation. There is no need for the devotee. His need is only to serve because he takes pleasure in the service. Sense gratificatory pleasure is very less. He does not want. He wants to serve more Krishna. When Rukmini was fanning Krishna, suddenly she became so ecstatic that her hand stopped. Rukmini was cursing her ecstasy. Ecstasy means a lot of pleasure for her senses and mind and everything. She is cursing because the devotees in the spiritual world, for them sense gratification is insignificant. Kabhi disturbance hota hai. Because their pleasure is in giving pleasure to the Lord. That is where the pleasure is. So, there are pleasures. The mind takes, in the spiritual world, mind takes pleasure in loving, offering love to Krishna, offering love to devotees. And seeing their satisfaction brings him satisfaction. That is his criterion of the spiritual mind. And he doesn't expect anything for himself. These are all the soul's natural rasa. Then the intelligence. Intelligence is the pleasure of Lord's unlimited glories. Every ever-expanding glories, Krishna's leelas and glories are ever-expanding and it is continuously feeding the soul in the spiritual world. His jnanic body is continuously being fed. Then his ego. Yes, we have ego. He takes pleasure in surrendering, Atmanivedanam. Not opposite of, in the material world is what? You are grabbing power. In the spiritual world, you are surrendering everything and including yourself. So that is a real pleasure for the soul. Getting power is not the pleasure for the soul. Grabbing power, lording over is not pleasure for the soul. It is pleasure for the ahankara. The soul is surrendering everything to the Lord. That brings pleasure. So anyway, the living entities are roaming around in this material world, from one body to another body, from birth to death, birth to death, birth to death. And during this journey, they are trying to get as much rasa as possible for their senses, for their mind, love, affection, father, mother, children, all. But they always get mixed, sukha and dukkha. Intellect going on, serving with ascending process, knowledge, never satisfying. Something they understand, again there is doubt, there is this. As far as power is concerned, completely dependent upon karma. Something comes to you today, something is taken away from you tomorrow. You are a pauper, totally unreliable, cannot depend upon it. Sukha and dukkha, for all these things. So therefore, sukha, dukkha, janma, mrityu, jara, vyadi, dukkha, dosha, anudarshanam, Krishna said, this is knowledge. Why don't you see, the rasa that you are seeking, you are constantly being defeated. You want sukha, you get dukkha. You're constantly being defeated. You want power, suddenly you become powerless. Constantly defeated. Because these are all what you are seeking, all this is unconstitutional. There is an original place beyond this material body. You don't have to make this journey in the one body to another body. You get your own body, your own spiritual body. And the taste of that spiritual body is different from the taste of this spiritual body. The taste of that spiritual body is it likes to do service. Wants always to do service. The taste of that body is always wants to surrender to Krishna, more and more, surrender to Krishna, surrender to Krishna. The taste of that body is to give kindness, give care, give love, give is the taste of that body. In this material world, what is the taste of the body? Give me respect, give me love. I carried you 9 months in my womb. Is this the way you respect me? She had no choice, had to carry 9 months. After carrying, she says, I carried 9 months. So, everything, take. In the material world, if you see, there are different gradations of evolution of consciousness. Lowest is animal pleasure. Take for my eyes, take for my nose, take for my smell, the animal. The next level is mind. Nice, loving relationship. That also goes from one end to the other end. What is the one end? Everybody should love me. Everybody should be kind to me. Everybody should care for me. That is one extreme. Another extreme, slowly little evolved is thinking, see, if I simply ask for me and all, I will not get. I have to give, then only I will get. So then there is something called transactional love. I give, you give. Take and give. Take and give. In take and give also there are two types. I give and I have no expectation. If you want to give, you give. The other one is, I give, why you are not giving me? I gave you, give me. So in the little higher love is, in the material world, I give, if you give, you give. It's called unconditional love. Again, the whole point here is Krishna is not in the picture. You're doing with another jiva. It will never satisfy this jiva nor that jiva. Because our constitutional ananda is really in giving to the infinite Krishna. That one Krishna there's no two Krishna, there's no three Krishna, there's only one Krishna for all of us. For all the jivas in the existence, there's only one Krishna. One Father, only one Krishna. To that Krishna when we give everything, that time, that is our constitutional original rasa. That is pure love. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talks about another love. Because here you give something to even the Lord, at least you say, Lord should love me. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, you embrace me or trample me, you are my Lord, life after life. That means, even if you don't give me love, even if you want to give me pain, I will love you. This is gopis. This is the love of gopis. See at what level it is. At what level it is. These are all levels of pleasure. Animal pleasure is very low. Next pleasure is little. Then you go to demigod pleasure. Then you go like that. These are all pleasure, different classes I told. Nice, loving relationship and very difficult to get detached and all. Demigod, Because it's so nice. Why should I detach from her? She's so nice to me, She's not troubling me or anything. Why should I get detached from my children? Everything is going great. They're all so nice and loving and everything. Right? So unless ultimately all these kinds of, sensations, sense gratification. Now what is the role of sense gratification when it comes, see, animals are just wanting sense enjoyment. Human beings, what they do is, they have little more love and affection, and these sense gratifications, sense enjoyments are become part of their loving exchange. These are all part of the love. It's an ingredient for love. So the sense gratification has just like you take Krishna Prasadam. You can eat Krishna Prasadam like an animal, or you can eat Krishna Prasadam like a pure devotee. I give one khichdi, give to a dog. Dog will eat khichdi. You get khichdi. Now you have to ask yourself, do I eat like a dog or do I eat like a pure devotee? The consciousness. There, if you are touching, when you think, Krishna Badhadaya Moy, when you think of that and take prasadam, there's a consciousness. It's love. That sense gratification is part of pure love. That's why it's called prasadam. Krishna is giving me. So with there's no sin in enjoying the taste. There's no sin in enjoying the taste. In spiritual world also we enjoy the taste. But when you enjoy the taste, your heart is full of gratitude. How kind the Lord is giving me this prasadam. So in the same way, everything, not only prasadam, you have money comes. There is an attitude towards the money, no problem. Devotees can handle billions they can handle if the attitude is right. If it is taken as Krishna Prasadam and reinvested back in Krishna's service, nothing is barred. But the proper attitude should be there towards Krishna's energy. Proper attitude should be there towards Lakshmi Devi. In the material world, everybody is having an unchaste attitude towards Lakshmi. Whereas Vaishnavas have a chaste attitude towards Lakshmi. This energy is Krishna's servant. It is meant for serving Krishna. Very, very clear he is. I shall not abuse it. I am the servant. Then more Lakshmi will come. Because Lakshmi wants to serve Narayana. Why would Lakshmi hold on? Lakshmi will hold on just to purify us. Prabhupada will hold on to purify us. But if you give guarantee, you talk to the Lord, I will not misuse. Not only misuse doesn't mean only spending. Misuse also means in your head if you become puffed up. That is also misuse, no? Because Lord wants you more than anything that you do with the Lakshmi. He wants you more. So you mess up your head. You forget in the maya of money. You forget Krishna consciousness. You forget Vaishnava relationship. You forget, you become puffed up. Krishna knows all. Hey, isko, thoda. I want to protect him. But if we give assurance to Prabhupada and Krishna, I want to be very cautious, etc., and then automatically it's a relationship. The Prabhupada is, Lord will provide. Yasya prasadat bhagat prasada. Prabhupada says, okay, Lord will provide. So everything is waiting for our purification. How we purify our consciousness. How we purify our pleasure attitude. Anandamayobhyasat. Pleasure is the principle of existence. But what is your attitude of pleasure? You want independent, separated pleasure, or you want the independent, separated pleasure like a beggar, or you want golden pleasure given by Krishna? Krishna Prasadam. Every sense gratification, every pleasure which I told you from this to up to ego body is like a beggar, like crows coming and eating waste. Isn't it? Garbage. There is only garbage pleasure in this material world. That's what the Bhagavatam says. There is only garbage pleasure. So become gentleman. Paramatma is also embarrassed. You are his Amsha. He is embarrassed. Why are you going for the garbage pleasure? He is embarrassed. I have told you. In the Shastra, I have told you through pure devotees what is your entitlement of pleasure. Unlimited. But you are beggar. Beggar wants this much bread. You will take one small piece. How you give to dog in the railway station, no? One small piece you give. Then dog will eat that crump. It's called crump. Eat that crump and wait. All the karmis in the material world are like that. They eat what they get and they wait. After working hard, they wait. What is next coming? More money is coming, more wealth is coming, more this enjoyment, more name is coming, more fame is coming. This should be. So devotees, after reading Bhagavatam, they develop a disgust for this material pleasure. Disgust. They get disgusted and they distance from this pleasure. In their mind, they distance it. They know it is there, but they distance it. Just like if there is a garbage, do you distance it or not? Or do you say, no, I am little curious, let me go into that and dig everything. Curiosity. Let me find out what is that pleasure inside. Garbage pleasure. What is the garbage pleasure to investigate? Shastra is saying garbage is garbage. You are entitled for first class dining. And you want to eat like a crow. And that's what is happening to us. We are right now we are enjoying first class dining, Krishna Prasadam. First class. Literally. Not only in terms of prasad, in everything else, we are first class dining. Like Prabhupada says, who is working? Nobody is working in this organization. I have got 10,000 disciples and every day this much it costs and this much and so many so many hundreds and thousands of dollars are being spent every day. Prabhupada is taking it. And who is working? Nobody is working. The Lord provides. Similarly, the Lord is providing to all of us. Is it not? Any questions? ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की जय।